Good morning, my wonderful people. Hope everybody's having a good day. Just want to go over Raw review for last night. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, going straight in. Like, this Raw was trash. I was super pumped for it because of the Rollins Punk cage match. And it just did this entire show. I mean, it had little bumps of good, but man, nothing great. And it was a whole lot of bad. So we'll get straight into it. Started off with Jey Uso, obviously. And then here's the thing. Jey Uso versus Grayson Waller. What? Like, this guy's about to be world champion, and he's fighting jobbers. And we're supposed to be excited about how this is going. Like, none of this makes any sense, man. They have brought this title down. I mean, you talk about what did Gunther say when he, prestigious? Dude, this title is trash. This is a mid-card title, and I'm being nice by calling it mid-card. Like, this is not good. Anyway, they had him beat Grayson Waller last night, and I just thought this reminded me a lot of what they're doing with Tiffany and Charlotte. The ending anyway, where they come in and, there's interference or whatever. Gunther comes out and beats, puts him in a sleeper hole 2 weeks in a row now. I mean, I'm glad they're actually giving Gunther a little bit of love here, getting one over on Jey, because Jey is about to win the title. So good for that. But I mean, this is garbage. This is trash. I mean, this was snooze fest. Then Logan Paul comes out after that match. This was another snoozer. He comes out. Andrew Schultz is at ringside or whatever, and he's talking to him. And and they're showing all these celebrities at ringside. Like, please, oh my God, at this is just. It's not. First off, I don't know any of these people. I knew one person. I'm over here asking my son who is who, and even some of the people, he's like, I don't know. I'm like, so these are a bunch of people like nobody knows. But anyway, back to the Logan Paul thing. Him and Andrew Schultz are having a deal, and of course, Andrew Schultz is going to say what he's going to say, and he's going to bring Logan down. I'm sorry, Logan's a GOAT, dude. He's a GOAT on the mic. Like, he's legit. He's one of the top 5 wrestlers in the company, and on the mic, he's top probably 3. I'd probably put him at the top, honestly. Punk's up there. It's hard to put him over Punk. I won't do that. But he's up there, man. He's top 3. But anyway, then they end up in the ring, and then, of course, I knew I called it. AJ Styles comes out. AJ Styles gets the bump. Logan leaves, whatever. I did like the fact that he ripped the kid's shirt at ringside. That was hilarious. That kid was like, what the hell? He's out there shirtless now. I thought that was the funniest part of the whole thing. Anyway, so yeah, boring. And then Judgment Day was in the back, and apparently they're going to have Baylor's fighting. Finn Balor's going to fight Breakker next week for the IC. Okay, awesome. Okay, New Day next with Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. This was actually a pretty decent match. There was a lot of good bumps in this match. I mean, especially for a bunch of 50-year-olds. I mean, I thought they did really well. This was probably the better part of the show. And then, of course, the end happened where, you see Chad Gable come out in an American-made luchador mask, interfere, and then he gets carried out by security or whatever. But I thought that was kind of dumb. I was hoping they'd do more with this Gable thing, but if that's what they're doing, then okay. I'm just not, whatever. And then, of course, he's later caught in an interview in the back, and they're like, how are you're just going to show up wearing a mask or whatever. And then, of course, they have somebody else dressed like him with the mask on getting escorted out of the building. So it makes it look like it wasn't him at ringside earlier. I don't know where that's going, and I really don't care. Cody is next. He comes out to the ring. My first thought was, as soon as I heard his music, what are you doing on Raw? Your SmackDown title? This just is another thing that makes the other title, the Raw title, less. If Cody's championship is going to be on Raw, what are we even doing here? You're even diminishing Gunther's title even more by doing this. And I understand it's Raw, Netflix, I get it. But then just do away with, or move Gunther's title to SmackDown. They should have done that anyway already. I said that when all this first happened. Because I was worried about that. You're going to diminish that title. Like, either get rid of it or move that title over to SmackDown and move Cody's title over here to Raw. It's that simple. But they don't do that. There's no thought process put into anything that they do, I'm convinced. Anyway, Cody's promo's weak, like it always is. You know, he's having to carry this thing by himself right now because, Cena's not there. And this was a bad idea from the beginning. Now, I think Cena's supposed to be there next week. Okay, great. So we've had 3 weeks in a row without him. Cody's having to carry it. Cody is incapable of carrying it alone. He's proven that time and time again. He doesn't elevate his opponents. He sucks on the mic. He's not good on the mic. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all can come on here and cry all you want. I don't care. I said it. That's the truth. If you refuse to believe that, then that's your problem. Cody's just not good on the microphone, and he's mid in the ring. So, whatever. So, again, another terrible, weak promo by Cody that I was not impressed with at all. I'll let you know if I'm ever impressed with a Cody promo. Then we had Bayley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel wins. Who cares? I don't know why we did this. I don't know why this match was this. It was a filler match. I don't care. Then you had what was probably the most bizarre part of the night, where you had Io Sky. Michael Cole comes out and introduces Io Sky as the Women's World Champion. And then, of course, Bianca comes out, and, they're talking. And then, of course, Rhea Ripley comes out. And y'all know how I feel about her. I'll be here all day on her. But, this was absolute hot garbage. Rhea comes out, and she's like, what are you even doing at ringside during our match or whatever? And I'm like, you're blaming her for your loss? She didn't even do anything. Here's my thing. The crowd will chant. This is what drives me crazy about the WWE Universe, okay? Idiots. Y'all will cheer on Rhea when she's clearly the villain here. And they're both pushing Io in the face. You talk about disrespecting. Why did they put the title on Io just to have her lose it to Bianca, which I believe is what's going to happen at WrestleMania? That's the direction they're going in. They want this big match between Bianca and Rhea. Why did you give Io the title? It's just disrespectful. That was the one word I took out of this entire segment. Why did you do that? Io is the best female wrestler in the company, by far. In-ring talent, best in-ring talent on the female roster. And this was just complete disrespectful. Just completely disrespectful. They do her dirty. They're going to take the title off of her at WrestleMania and give it to Bianca, which I'm not mad about because I do think Bianca's right there with that. I'm not at all. It should just be, though, Bianca and Io. Rhea has no place in any of this. The fact that she was even out there crying about Bianca being at ringside tells all. I'm done with that. But then you had the cage match coming up, and the cage match with the Punk and Seth started off real slow, got real intense. I mean, how many times did Seth kick out of the go to sleep? I mean, the GTS dude, I think he applied that, 3-4 times, and he kicked out? I can't remember how many times it was. It was a killer match there at the end. What I didn't like was the final. Why is Roman Reigns there? And then they hold the whole Heyman thing at the end where he sees Punk and Heyman in the ring, and he goes in there and he ends up beating Punk up. You're just using this as a reason to get him in the ring, and I'm just not okay with that. Now we have a triple threat match that nobody cares about. This is where the world title should have been, because they should have taken the title off of Gunther and put it on Punk or Seth already and made this a title match. That would have made more sense. What are we doing? What are we doing? They don't care. This is what I'm getting at right now, y'all, is that they don't care about us. They don't care what we think. They don't care what we want. They don't care to put out a good product. They already got paid by Netflix. I'm gone. We'll see y'all on the next show. Love you guys.